Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt. Hey, how are ya? Ellie here. Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about what is love bombing. It is definitely not what I just did. That is weird, inappropriate, and I apologize for it. So, I get asked this question a lot, or it is told to me in the following way. Yeah, I dated this guy for 3 months and he was love bombing me like crazy. Or I was with this woman and I found that she was so effusive, I couldn't take it. Okay? Notice how we use effusive with women and love bombing with men. Okay? Here's the deal. Both of them are the same behavior at points, right? So first we need to understand the 3 phases of dating. We have the prospecting phase, we have the dating phase, and what I like to call the maintenance phase, if you've gotten into something healthy. Okay? Let's talk the prospecting phase, and we'll talk about what is love bombing in the prospecting phase. So, assuming that you have met an actual live, real human, right? Okay? And they go ahead and they interact with you. And when I say a real live human, that's because many scammers will love bomb at the beginning. And I'm not considering that love bombing. I'm considering that to be a part of scamming. Okay? Let me explain real quickly what that is, and then we'll go to love bombing in a sort of insecure, unhealthy way, right? Love bombing in scamming is the following, okay? I saw your profile and oh my God, are you gorgeous? Words cannot describe how I feel when I see your picture online. Would you be able to accept my friend request? I would greatly appreciate it. I'm sorry if this is coming off weird and embarrassing, but it's how I feel. No, that's not how you feel. That is utter and complete bullshit. Especially when that same exact message, if you see, is used consecutively with other people. Okay? So people might say, he love bombed me, she love bombed me. That's not what I'm talking about here. That's a potential scam. We get rid of those real quickly. Obviously, that is beyond the Thunderdome when it comes to being nuts, okay, and inappropriate. Now let's talk live humans love bombing. Okay, so we're in the prospecting phase. The prospecting phase is where we're just meeting this person at first, getting to know them. Now, if you have gone on one actual date with another human, and immediately after that date, or even on the date itself, they begin to tell you, I've never said this to anyone before, but oh my God, you are so freaking hot. You are so gorgeous. Oh my God. I feel like the first second that you walked in the door, I'm in love, right? Okay? Run away from this individual. This is what we call, pardon my French, fucking nuts. Okay? Yeah. Okay? I don't care. Even if you do feel that way, you shut your trap and you keep it to yourself and you let things grow naturally. If you start talking like that in day one, that says something about you. Okay? So that's initial love bombing or being massively effusive with somebody. Okay? Now I know I did say run, right? What we like to do in dating in general, healthy dating, is look for patterns, look for percentages of people. Was the rest of the date filled with normalcy, right? And I'm going to send you to another video I just did on genuine dating. Was it filled with interest? Did he listen to you? Did she listen to you? Right? Or could you just tell that every second they had one goal in mind, right? Which is to get something quickly from you, whatever that is, right? Now, it could be, by the way, that an actual real human could also be a scammer that you meet in person. That's why you got to do your research. But let's assume they're not a scammer. They just have high levels of expressiveness that is beyond the Thunderdome of, I know I said that twice. I apologize. of being weird and inappropriate. So you're prospecting, you hear these things, and you see that it is a pattern of the full date. That is love bombing. That is being overly effusive. Boom. Next. Now, what about in the dating phase? So we've gotten past date 1, okay? And it was semi-normal. And we're starting to get these texts. And we're starting to get these communications, which is similar to what I just said, right? It's similar with the, I love you, I care about you, I need to be with you, you're everything that I've ever dreamed of, blah, 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 blah. This is one of two things, okay? A sign of real neediness, real insecurity, or they're nuts, okay? Or they're trying to pull something on you, right? That's the bottom line. The bottom line is, if you take that in, okay? And many people fall for love bombing. I want to talk about that in a moment, why we fall for love bombing so much and why it feels so good, okay? But when we go ahead and we listen to that stuff over and over again at the very beginning of the prospecting leading into the dating phase, it's weird. It's weird, right? Unless there is some real foundation of health, where you see this person is accepting you for who you are, you're accepting for this person who they are. We all have insecurities, okay. But if this is a consistent way that they communicate with you, something is wrong. Love bombing, okay? Now, maintenance phase, what I like to call past few months, if you have not seen this behavior prior to the maintenance phase, then sometimes, even in a healthy relationship, a person could become very effusive, right? But what happens if you get to the maintenance phase and then all of a sudden there's this crazy love bombing? I love you, you're everything I ever did. That actually might be real. If you have not determined prior to the maintenance phase, then it actually might be real. Now, here is the real question. We know what love bombing is. This effusive, over-exaggerated love of self, usually sexually based, right? You're the hottest thing in the whole world. You're anything I've ever done. Oh my God, I can't stop dreaming about you. All this crap, okay? Why do we fall for it? That is the real question here. Why do we fall for it? So, it's similar to processed foods, okay? It's very similar to processed foods. We all know that processed foods on a consistent basis is not healthy for us. But most of us grew up with it. We all know that eating healthy fruits and vegetables, right, organic products is healthier for you. So why is it that we love the candy stores, right? It's because our brains are used to it and it craves the candy. So what do you crave deep down? Someone saying to you, I love you. I care about you. Oh my God, I can't stop thinking about you. Sorry if that was a little creepy. It was for me. Okay. And by the way, that lady who I've been with for 20 years, hang on. All right. My brookie, as I like to refer to her to, if I would go ahead and start love bombing her, not only would she ignore it, after a little bit of time, would be like, dude, you need help. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean you can't express yourself. Okay? That doesn't mean you can't express love. And you can't be effusive. You can, okay? You can. But the reason why we fall for this is just like candy. It's because we're not used to really getting that sense of I love you from somebody else. We crave it. We crave it. Well, guess what? Guess what? Would you like to know how to stop love bombing from anybody else? Love yourself. Yeah, you can love bomb the hell out of yourself. That is correct. Okay? So we discussed what love bombing is. We discussed how you can detect it in the different phases when it comes to the prospecting, the dating, and the maintenance phase. We also discussed why it is that we fall for love bombing. And if you want to date in a genuine way, you will not love bomb. You will go ahead and you will click on this video, which I talk about how to date in a genuine way. All the best.